Winner of the
Maxime.
Winter Code Jam 2020, Code Jam 6 at Python Discord is the Tactless Tricksters with their Morse app. Congratulations, guys. You have made a phenomenal app. Wow. Now it automatically paid Haydn. Probably shouldn't do that. Might not have the rights for that. So turning that off. Like autoplay on YouTube. So what can we say about the Morse Code Jam app that Tactless Tricksters made? Anyone got any impressions to share?
There's so much in it. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Here, one of the things we really put weight on was, I think, how much content was in here. And so the first thing that strikes you when you open it is, well, everything looks like Morse code right off the bat. You've got a Morse code logo, you've got the Morse code background, and there's so much stuff to click on. We've got a training feature where you can literally learn how to tap out Morse code, where it plays the different Morse and that you're supposed to tap out the word program, for instance. And so you have to tap according to that. And then you can also listen to it. There's, and then you're supposed to translate the Morse that you're hearing. There's this really clever use of icons. Good UX often uses icons to great effect. Here, instead of typing out and saying, oh, it's like an easy and a medium and an advanced version, what they are saying, sentences and letters. But these icons are so descriptive. It's showing the progress, sort of. You got to start to walk before you can run and so on. And beyond the trainer, which is my favorite feature, by the way, there are countless menus and ways to navigate. See here, we've got several ways to navigate to the same place. Even on the same screen here, I can go to encode here. I can jump to decode here. I can go back to the menu. Everything's very responsive. And the calibration for the audio input, we've got a messaging feature where you can literally send messages. Even here, we've got these context menus. Hey, I sent me some more messages. The app is slow to refresh though. You may need to hit the back button to reload messages. I'm sure you would have worked that out eventually. I love that you can sort of change the state of these on the fly. It's completely reactive. You can even play them if you want to hear what that sounds like. And the messaging happens through the web using this API that they bundled with the app. So that's a second application basically within the application. We showed earlier the ability to literally listen to Morse code and decode it on the fly. Super impressive. I will actually show that video one more time.
It's amazing. Yeah,
this is a killer feature that I wasn't able to demo in the live thing because sadly I didn't set it up properly. But that's my bad. Here you can see just a YouTube video playing the Morse. And the recorder doing this live transcription thing. It's so reactive to see it sort of gradually figuring out what letter rather than immediately arriving at the answer. I mean, you could have solved this problem by waiting instead and waiting until you had finished listening, sort of. But instead, they have this updating live kind of thing going on. Beautifully implemented. Really good UX.
it really makes it come alive for the end user.
Exactly. So the end user shouldn't sit there and wait for a result. He should be seeing this sort of interactivity, seeing the app thinking. Even down to the logo being Morse code. It's amazing. I mean, look, the O here literally contains 3 lines and the M contains 2. They've highlighted sort of the relevant parts to create this cool sort of custom font. It's amazing. This is a really polished app. I was so impressed by seeing something like this made in such a short time. And it is our pick for best app of the Code Jam. You guys want to share your impressions with this?
Well, so when you opened the app, I wasn't sure what to expect, and then you get this massive screen with scrolling Morse code in the background. It just looks amazing. It just makes an impact when you open the application. And honestly, I did not quite expect that. So I had already seen the video, the demonstration video. It was posted in the discussion channel. So I had kind of an idea of what the application was about. But I thought that was it. That's already a really cool feature. And then you open the application and you see that, and there are so many features in there in just 9 days. Wow, that's just amazing. So that's my take on it.
Alex?
Yeah, I obviously don't disagree at all with any of that. I guess I'm also especially struck by it's a real useful application. Like if you wanted to learn Morse code, this is probably the kind of way you'd want to do it. I think that's fantastic. Like it's not just that it's been made to be a cool demonstration or something in the space of just a week, but it's a real complete application for everything that it does.
Yeah, precisely. I think that this kind of an application deserves to exist, and that really, it would be a shame if the team didn't try to share this with more people than just with us. I think this should exist somewhere, and you should be able to download it and use it, because it really is a useful application if you have any interest at all in learning Morse code.
I think if you put this on like the Android store or something, people would download it, because it's cool. It's already useful.
Yeah, absolutely. And you should consider doing that. I mean, Kivy lends itself very easily to do that, right?
Okay.
What about you, Gabriel? Got any thoughts to share?
Well, it's funny because a few years ago, now I remember, there was another Kivy app to learn Morse code, which was a lot simpler than that, but it was a little game. And I do remember that I did spend quite some time playing with it and learning the basics of Morse. And so it's fun to see that again. And this one is like, yeah, it has a lot more features, and it's much more polished than what I did see before. So I do like that they did custom widgets, like for the visualization that we are looking at right now, and they did use the KVMD widgets, and they implemented like custom logics for the Morse code. They did use audio decoding. They did use their own server so they implemented an API just for that. So I mean, it's a full-featured app, and I can't say I see any flaw in it. Like there are a few little bugs, like in the encoding, decodings. Of course, it's not like one-shot perfect, but it's considering the time that was spent to do that. Yeah, I'm really impressed, and I do like the touch of the logo, because it is the kind of things that the mnemotechnics ways to remember Morse. So the shape is actually part of the way you learn it. So there is a lot of thoughts put into this application. So yeah, I think it does deserve to win the game, to win the jam, and it does certainly deserve to be put in the world and used by people. So yeah, again, congratulations to the team.
Yeah,
So,
congratulations, guys.
It's impressive.
Very impressed by a lot of the projects we've seen here. And I want to honorably mention 2 more projects that we had a hard time deciding whether or not to put in the top 3.